and welcome to this edition of the Power Circuit program, brought to you by the Transmission Company of Nigeria, TCN. The utility company will continue to keep you informed through this program and its other platforms about its mandate of managing the national electricity grid and wheeling bulk power nationwide. Here are the headlines. Minister of Power joins others at National Council on Privatization meeting. Yauri Power Station gets boost with second power transformer. We'll also bring to you a report on the installation of brand new 60 MVA power transformer in Kubwa substation in FCT and another in Kumboso substation, Kano. I am Amara Agugoyesi. Please stay with us. The Minister of Power, Engineer Saleh Maman, has joined in the first meeting of the National Council on Privatization for this year, 2021, during which key transaction issues related to the power sector were discussed.
The meeting, which was held virtually, was attended by the Minister of Power, Engineer Saleh Maman, from his office at the Power House in Abuja. Topmost among the power-related issues considered at the meeting, which is shared by the Vice President Yemi Oshibajo, was the planned concession process of the 700-megawatt Zungeru hydropower plants in Niger State. The Bureau of Public Enterprise (BPE), which handles privatization transaction processes and the post-privatization of power-owned enterprises, on behalf of the National Council on Privatization, hinted that the Zungeru hydropower plant will be completed and delivered by the end of this year. This necessitated the initiation of the plan to concession the plants. Nigeria presently has 3 large hydropower plants that are all concessioned. They are Kainji, Jeba, and Shiroro plants, all in Niger State. The minister was joined by his technical advisor on strategic coordination, Dr. Nurain Hassan Ibrahim, during the virtual meeting.
The acting managing director and chief executive officer of the Transmission Company of Nigeria, TCN, Engineer Sule Ahmed Abdulaziz, has assured that there are top efforts to complete a transmission line bypass along the Damaturu-Maiduguri 132 kV transmission line route to provide a temporary source of power supply to Maiduguri and environs. A transmission line tower 151 was recently vandalized in Borno State, which also pulled down towers T160 and T161 along the same transmission line route. Our correspondent completes the report.
Speaking during a recent inspection tour of the sites of the incident where reconstruction works for the new foundation for the towers have commenced, the TCN henchman said the alternate provisional transmission line will be completed shortly to enable TCN restore supply to Maiduguri and its environs.
We are worried about this situation and want to make sure that things are addressed as quickly as possible.
He thanked the governor of Borno State, Professor Babagana Zulum, whom he commended for the zeal and obvious commitment to resolving the power challenge in the states. He also thanked the security agencies and appealed to them to continue to support TCN to enable the company complete the task quickly.
We come here to show our appreciation to His Excellency the Governor for the support he has been giving us.
The Borno State Commissioner for Housing and Energy, Engineer Saleh Vunga, speaking on behalf of Governor Babagana Zulum, assured that the government would provide the necessary support and security for the work to be accomplished very quickly.
But for the security-wise, I think the governor is on top of it. Even today, he has spoken to some of the military officers. So now that you are around the center, I know he will tell you more. So you are most welcome.
The Executive Director Transmission Service Provider TSP at TCN, Engineer Victor Adewumi, in his remarks said TCN was doing its best to restore bulk power to the state.
We are pushing this job 2 weeks now. Yeah. The temporary diversion will continue because we believe that will be the fastest route to energize Maiduguri.
Engineer Abdulaziz also addressed staff of TCN under the Maiduguri Work Center.
I want to thank you for all the cooperation you have been given and for the hard work you are doing.
The power circuit continues after this break.
Did you know that our high-tension transmission cables were built to withstand high temperatures except artificially induced ones such as fire? Did you know that burning bush or refuse dumps by TCN transmission tower base or along the transmission line's right-of-way is an offense? Did you know that the fire can cause high-tension transmission lines to snap and fall to the ground, electrocuting living things within the line radius? Did you know that extreme fire can cause the legs of transmission towers to buckle, and that buckling of the main frame of a tower would lead to its collapse and may even pull down other towers along that transmission line's route, causing untold damage to the line? Now that you know, yes, now that you know, TCN is calling on all citizens of Nigeria to please desist from destroying our collective national investments. Be careful, do not set fire on trash or burn bush beside transmission towers or under electricity lines nationwide. Help us preserve the transmission grid and save the nation from blackout. TCN, transmitting electricity in the most efficient and effective manner.
The 132-33 kilovolts Yauri transmission substation in Kebbi State is getting a boost as the management of the Transmission Company of Nigeria, TCN, has constituted a task team to complete the installation of a second power transformer.
During the committee meeting at the Yauri substation, the Assistant General Manager Transmission Shiroro region of TCN, Engineer Abubakar Abdulaziz, who is the chairman task team for the completion of a second 1x40 MVA power transformer at Yauri substation, noted that the boost will improve the bulk power electricity capacity in the state.
1x40 has already been installed. It is being energized and serviced already, while there is still a pending one that is yet to be completed. And the management of TCN, in an effort to deliver electricity to Nigerians, constitute a task committee to look on how to complete the installation.
Engineer Abdulaziz said members of the committee were selected on merit and are poised to deliver on their assignments.
The committee members were selected based on what the executive director said, were selected on merit. That is a task they must deliver, and by the grace of Almighty God, we are going to deliver it.
The TCN official noted that the power transformer installation earlier suffered delay and taken over from a contractor for the in-house engineers of TCN to deliver it.
TCN decided to withdraw and take over the installation in-house. So in the process of using the in-house capacity, the installation has reached a certain level. And now, to reinforce those people that were doing the installation, the management decided to constitute another task team committee to participate, which is 100% engineers in different disciplines. So they are going to take charge, and then they are going to be supported by the sub-regional technical members to install the transformer, and that is why we are here. So we are here to make a visual checks on the installation done already, to check and see or access what is it that is remaining to energize the transformer.
The committee members then proceeded after the meeting to inspect the power transmission facility beginning from the control room. After this, the team members then dwelt on the 40 MVA power transformer as they took inventory of what was left to be done for the installation work.
The wiring is already been done. It's done. What of the 33 kV side? 33 kV side, the progress in progress. Yes. So can I say that most of the work now is being on 33 kV side? KV side. Yes. What are the leftover work? Is it connections? Yes, connection lines. Here is the connecting of the other side. Okay, the other side of the... Yes.
Explaining further, The Assistant General Manager Transmission, Birnin KB Sub-Region of TCN, Engineer Kabiru Suleiman, explained the power supply network.
You can see the supply that comes from Kontagora on 132 is entering the Yauri substation. So in Yauri substation, we have the 1.5 circuit breaker arrangement. So already we have the line that is coming from Kontagora, and we have the second line that a future line, so that we can take 132 supply to another station or to another, more especially the Zuru side. They propose 132 kV at Zuru. So the 132 kV that is coming in, then we have the transformer B, where we have 2 by 40 MVA transformer. The T1, that is a 40 MVA transformer, is already in circuit almost for 2 years now. So now the second transformer, the work is in progress. Almost 60% are finishing on the transformer. Then the feeders, the work is still in progress.
The Transmission Company of Nigeria, TCN, has installed a 60 MVA power transformer at the 132 kV Kubwa transmission substation in FCT and another 60 MVA transformer at the 330 132 kV Kumboso transmission substation in Kano. Here is the full report.
The 2 by 60 MVA 132-33 kV Kubwa transmission substation in Abuja is among the area of power transmission facilities that evacuates bulk power to distribution load centers in the capital city. One of the 2 60 MVA power transformers in the facility developed fault, prompting TCN to immediately replace it with a new equipment which was delivered swiftly. As the transformer arrived, the Acting Assistant General Manager Transmission at Gwagwalada Sub-Region, Engineer A.D. Ismail, who oversees the Kubwa substation, commended the TCN management for the prompt action.
Here is part of Abuja metropolis actually. So I happen to be in the main city of Abuja. The capacity of the substation before it was 120 MVA. Just unfortunately, around 5th of October last year, we have an unfortunate incident that one of the transformer was faulty as a result of failure. So then that we have to disconnect the transformer and decouple it, leaving the transformer with only one capacity, that is 60 MVA. Before we were having 2 by 60 MVA, making 120 MVA. So now that we are installing the next one, so every 3 feeders are going to enjoy independent power supply from. And definitely those, now that we have the one feeder called Dawaki, people at Dawaki here, that is one of the quarters at Dawaki, up to Dusan is going to enjoy full power supply. And then Dede, right from part of Kubwa up to Dede, up to, there is one place there, Tingam Maji. And then there are Buari Pida that goes to Buari local government. And there is one of the smallest Pida we have, dam. That dam Pida is the one that is supplying, the dam supplying water supply to this area, even to this area and beyond. That's most of part of Abuja, yes.
The transformer installation process began earnestly after the delivery. One of the in-house engineers at the site, Assistant Manager Engineer John Obeka, spoke to the power circuit about the installation stage of the power transformer.
The engineers are working. The main tanker is on the plinth, and now we have also put the cooling fin. These are the process, the work we have done so far today. The fixing of the cooling fin, the coupling of the cooling fin. That's what they are doing. Now we are also going back now to take the conservator tank to also mount it today. remaining distribution.
Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, so you pass it from here. Collect the price. Careful.
Once you loosen it, you can now use.
It was an exciting time for the in-house engineers as they continued to work passionately to install the brand new transformer. The Regional Transmission Manager, Abuja Region of TCN, Engineer Ahmed Sharifai, further spoke about the new power transformer and why TCN was using the in-house engineers to install the equipment.
People should know that now we are up and doing. Most of our transformers are installed in-house. We have capable hands. So we install even transformers that are 300 MVA, talkless of 150, 60 is a third in the range of big transformers that we have installed in-house. So honestly, yes, we have capable hands. That's why we are installing it in-house. Okay. We are not saying that contractors cannot work. No, it's because that we have the capable hands that can install this transformer. And they have the technical know-how. If you look at the switch yard, before there are two by 60 MVA. So already the other 1 by 60 MVA by my left is still in circuit, while the new one, which is replacing the faulty one, is back. So as soon as it is installed, commissioned, and then energized, the other load that is being suppressed from the other 60 MVA, of which it is the former load that is on the former faulty MVA, will be back. So already we were having 48 48 megawatt on one transformer. So now that we are having 96 megawatt, so it's a huge. It's like the current transformer that is working, there is an additional of 100% of its load that will be given to the customer.
Also speaking, a principal manager at the Apo Transmission Substation in Abuja, Engineer Gambo Shinda, reviewed the installation activities that had been executed.
This transformer arrived on the Wednesday, 17th of this month, that was last week. And on the 18th they could able to place it on the plinth. In annex, the engineers from Apo and Gogolada start working on Friday, that was 20th of this month. As you can see, the radiator plus the veggie tanks all are mounted on it. And PCM are doing their termination today. And in NS, by the grace of God, we will solve the transformer.
So how has this station been managing power supply since the failed transformer?
Actually, the station has managing this supply based on the allocation given to the station.
The Executive Director, Transmission Service Provider TSP at TCN, Engineer Victor Adewumi, was also at the Kubwa substation with some TCN engineers to inspect the brand new transformer installation process by the in-house engineers.
You should recall that we lost one transformer, a 60 MVA, which we have now replaced. If you look behind me, you will see the installation of the 60 MVA transformer, a new 60 MVA transformer that is ongoing. We are here to see the level of work done and to equally appreciate the engineers that are working. Because if you look at the level of the installation, you'll be marveled. This installation actually started a week ago. But look at this transformer now, fully coupled. And they are already doing pre-commissioning test. We entered the control room together with you. You saw the engineers working on the protection relays. And if you equally look behind me, you will see the machine that is already pumping oil inside the transformer. That is to tell you that maybe in another 2 weeks maximum, this transformer should be back in service. You know, with this transformer out of service, a lot of areas, around here are affected. There is a constraint of power to supply to Dawaki, Dede, Usuma Dam, Fida, and so on. So, but with the completion of this transformer in another 2 weeks, regular supply will be restored to all those areas I've mentioned. So we are here to appreciate our engineers that are working and to actually tell them that they should speed up the installation so that in another 2 weeks maximum, this transformer should be back fully in service.
The executive director also reiterated the commitment of the management of TCN, led by the acting managing director and CEO, Engineer Sule Ahmed Abdulaziz, to improve the bulk power capacity of Abuja, Nigeria's capital city.
You know, TCN has a program for Abuja to improve the wheeling capacity of Abuja generally. That is our Abuja Ring project. That we add 2 additional 330 kV substation and 3 230 kV substation to the supply in Abuja. It's like doubling the capacity of Abuja. Not only that, that particular project will introduce a new line to the already 2 lines that is supplying Abuja. Presently, Abuja is being supplied from Shiroro and from Lokoja, but we are going to have a new line coming all the way from Lafia. So we are going to have 3 lines supplying Abuja, which means Abuja by that time will have, meet with what we call N-2, which means even if 2 lines are out, Abuja will still have supply.
The Assistant General Manager, Abuja Region of TCN, Engineer Mahmoud Suleiman, also commended the in-house engineers for their active work, noting that pockets of challenges were being overcome.
The two transformers formerly were feeding 6 number feeders, 33 kV feeders. Now with the situation on ground, only one was supplying, so we are able to manage the load, fending the time when this installation will be completed. And once it's completed, we will have full capacity. Once AEDC wants to pick their load, we are ready for them.
A senior manager, power control and maintenance at TCN, and the transformer installation team lead, Engineer Ramat Musa, said it was a good time for the in-house engineers.
We are the in-house engineer doing the work, and I'm the team lead. We have been, just within 3-4 days, we are able to couple the transformer. All the accessories have already been there, all the protection, we are just running now. Within 3-4-5 days, the in-house engineers have been trying their best. We don't need foreigners to come anywhere again. The new engineers plus the old ones, within 4 days, you can see the level of the work, how it has been going.
Equally, a similar 60 MVA power transformer was installed at the 330 132 kV Kumboso transmission station in Kano. More so, the 30 MVA mobile transformer, which has been replaced by this new 60 MVA transformer in the station, has been moved to the new 132 kV BC transmission substation in the state to further increase the bulk power available for distribution within Kano and its environs. The Assistant General Manager, Kano Transmission Sub-Region of TCN, Engineer Muhammad Bello, outlined processes to continually maintain the new transformer.
The new transformer is almost the same thing with the other 30 MVA. The level of maintenance, they are almost the same. Only this one is the capacity. So it's almost the same, no difference. The level of maintenance of 30 MVA and 60 MVA is the same. So the way we maintain the 30 MVA is the same thing we maintain the 60 MVA. Normally we carry an annual maintenance. And sometimes when you have a breakdown maintenance, that is when you have something faulty on the transformer. Now you take an emergency outage on the transformer, then you maintain it so that you just like correction maintenance.
As we round up, here are the highlights again. Minister of Power joins others at National Council on Privatization meeting. Yauri Power Station gets boost with second power transformer. And we brought you a report on the installation of brand new 60 MVA power transformers in Kubwa FCT and Kumboso substation in Kano. Thank you for staying with us always on the Power Circuit program of the Transmission Company of Nigeria, TCN. This episode and all others are available on the TCN YouTube channel. You can keep your views and comments coming on our platforms to support TCN in continually realizing its mandate. TCN wishes you a fruitful week ahead. Please remember to adhere to the coronavirus protocol. I am Amara Agugoesi. See you next week.